We're on our way to Endor.
Yep.
And we are in the shuttle Tiderian. Is that right?
That's
Have I
right.
got that
Yeah.
right?
Stolen shuttle Tiderian.
Is it taking parts or something to the forest moon?
Yeah. I mean, that's the bit I don't get is, hasn't that been reported stolen? Like, why don't they know that that's a stolen shuttle?
Yeah. They've got maybe the person who lost it was just like, shit, don't tell anyone.
Oh yeah, he's too embarrassed.
We can't tell anyone. And then nothing's missing there. There's no way of keeping inventory apparently in the the Empire.
Despite these people being like the ultimate bureaucrats, every parts number has to be requisitioned. But yeah, we'll give him a pass on that one. I think what's happened there is the Imperial shuttle pilot, he stopped off to take a leak or something, like at a intergalactic BP garage or something like that. And whilst he's done that, he's left the keys in the shuttle, and some bloody Bothans or some cheeky scamps from the rebellion have made off with it in the middle of the night or something like that. And that's how they've got their hands on it. And I think you're right. He's just sort of marooned there. He's like, fuck, I can't call this in. Vader will strangle the shit out of me if I let him know about this. And it's just compounded the error, I think.
It'd be even worse if they find out it was the shuttle that was then used to kill the Death or destroy the Death Star, which doesn't matter because everyone, the Emperor and Vader are dead by then. Hang on, I'm getting ahead of myself. Massively.
Well, rewind.
Anyway,
I mean, those shuttles, they don't look like they're made for shuttling lots of goods around. Like they say they're taking all the goods to the forest moon, but the only view we ever get of it, yeah. I mean, how big are we supposed to think this thing is? Because all the principal cast are all crowded in that cockpit, all perfectly framed, so we can see each individual, famous person perfectly in shot. And then, so where are all the grunts? They're all just like stacked on top of each other in the back somewhere.
I can't tell whether you're paying homage to the cinematography or not. There.
Well, I think I just
no.
Yeah.
I mean, how many grunts are there? Like 10? 20?
I think there's more than that.
I mean, they're ready. We know they're ready. Han said they're ready.
He said they're ready, but he's just gone around asking, like, mate, are you free for a quick strike? He's just grabbing people. Look, I told him I was ready. You doing anything tonight? You fancy coming a take on the Empire?
Have you ever held a blaster? Yes? Right, you're in. Good.
Yes, it.
Right.
Have you got your camouflaged hat?
How are you looking green? Good.
Yeah.
Right, okay. You can go.
Have you got green trousers?
Can you stay relatively quiet? Good.
Yeah.
Right. Actually, there we go. That's why he didn't ask Chewie. He didn't trust Chewie to be quiet.
Because he doesn't know what that means.
Yeah, he was like, oh, shit, I was hoping this wouldn't get mentioned in the briefing because I haven't actually told Chewie about this because I didn't want him to come. Because I know we're going to need to be quiet, and that's not his forte.
That's why when Chewie pipes up, he's like, "Of course I'll come," and Han's like, "Oh, you sure, mate? Like, really? Because I didn't want to speak for you, but it's going to be rough, It's going
to be rough, and they didn't make these things didn't have Chewie Wookiees in mind when they built them.
Wookiees in mind. I love that line, actually. That is a good line. I don't think they had Wookiees in mind when they designed it. But why did they bring R2-D2 and C-3PO with them? Do you know who we need on this elite strike force? A protocol droid and an astromech.
Protocol droid and an astromech that's probably not going to do well on a forest floor.
Yeah. Why? Why do they bring the droids on that mission? That doesn't make any sense. It's fortuitous, of course.
If I remember correctly, you're pleased with the droids in Jedi.
Yeah, but all right. Let's not get down this like hatred of droids narrative again.
No. I'm saying that you love them. I'm saying that you like them.
I'm saying in the film, yes, they annoy me less in Jedi. Yeah, that's true.
I don't like them. They annoy me less.
No, I like them. I love the droids. I do. But it doesn't make sense plot-wise to bring them on a covert mission on a forest planet. Why? No one can answer. Why?
But again,
but they do.
I get to my back to my thing of what makes fucking sense in any of these films. Come on.
Yeah, I know. But if I can't get this off my chest in this medium, it's just going to burn me up inside.
Well, as will many things, as will many things.
Exactly. Help me unburden myself.
But I think that the more pressing concern I have in this whole scenario is the whole thing about the older code, but it checks out. Like, what the fuck's that? Yeah. Is it valid or is it not? Come on, this is a pretty binary thing. That's like,
exactly.
I have a password. Is it right or not?
Yeah,
good.
It is. It's completely binary. You're right. Yeah, on your laptop when you log in doesn't say, "Oh, yeah." I mean, the password's technically correct, but it's an old one, so I'll clear you. But mind you, it kind of does do that. It's like your password will expire in 14 days. Do you want to update it now? No, fuck that. I'm going to wait till it's completely expired.
Maybe that's it. Maybe you've hit the nail on the head. Maybe it's a precursor for that. Maybe it's them saying, well, it expires in 3 days.
There you go. We've cracked it.
It's technically
valid, but come on, you've got to think of a new one pretty soon. But let's hope it's worth the price we paid. I wonder do you think they mean financially what they paid the Bothans, or the price in life? Because many Bothans died.
I think the price in life.
Yeah,
price in life, definitely.
Oh, you can't put a price on life.
You can't put a price on life at all.
Imagine if the code didn't check out. It's like, oh, fuck's sake. Those Bothan pricks screwed us again.
Paid for nothing. Or
they just got blasted out of the sky.
Fucking, it's Obi-Wan again, wasn't it? It's like Obi-Wan all over again with 15,000 credits.
Yeah.
Bastards.
It's hard to figure out what's money worth. Like, what would a pint of milk cost in the Star Wars universe?
You just go to a banter and squeeze it out yourself, didn't you?
So, when Luke drinks it from that weird.
Oh God!
Oh God! What was going on there?
That was so unnecessary.
I did not need to see that.
Ryan Johnson, what are you doing, mate?
Yeah, come on.
Why?
Come on, Mark Hamill suckling on a giant alien otter seal green milk monster tit thing.
Oh.
Don't need it.
Monster tit.
Oi,
green milk monster tit. What are you doing?
I tell you, I do like. There's a great bit of dialogue though, where Han's talking to Chewie about how to fly, and he's like, I don't know. Oh no, what does he say? He's like, keep your distance, but don't look like you're keeping your distance. I don't know, fly casual. I love that bit of dialogue.
Lovely American accent, by the way. Beautiful, beautiful.
Well, I do the audio work for Han Solo for the overdubs and the cartoons and things.
It's very good, very good. Fly casual, yes.
Fly casual.
Chewie's just like, how the fuck do I do that?
Yeah. What the fuck? What kind of instruction is that?
Like, what's keeping my distance? It's a Super Star Destroyer.
Exactly. And they actually, when you look at it,
how much distance? Yeah.
They fly so close to it. I'm pretty sure the guy could just look out the window and be like, oh, look, it's all the people we're looking for in that ship down there. Like, you could just see them out the window. They're all crammed.
Someone got their wanted list.
Hang on.
Pretty sure I've identified someone.
There's like 6 of the most wanted terrorists are all in that ship. I can see them from here. Never mind the code. Forget the code. Just shoot them.
Yeah, I don't need the Force. Vader might be able to sense Luke. I can bloody see him. Look at him. He's right there.
Yeah. It's right there. Look out the window.
For some reason, he's already got his camouflage gear for the entire journey. For some reason,
he's just bedding it in, isn't he? Just trying to break it in a bit.
That is also like a weird thing. Like Leia and Luke have put their camo gear on.
They're ready to go.
Traveling in it. Whereas Han's just like, well, oh no, fucking hell, we got like.
I'm just going to throw a jacket on when we get down there. I've got my camo jacket.
Come on, I've got a trench coat.
And Chewie's just brown anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Exactly. He blends in very nicely. So anyway, they do get through the check thing, and
they do.
Obviously,
exactly.
Vader's sensed him, but thought, fuck it, let him through. Not going anywhere anyway. And they get down. And then I think, well, we get down, and then
we've got the speeder bike chase.
Yeah, the speeder bike thing. And I think we've spoken about this previously. That speeder bike chase, which was brilliant, because obviously they worked out 40 years ago that you just film it in normal speed and then speed the footage up to whatever you want.
Yeah,
something which apparently they forgot for Solo when they were doing speed of chasing that. But anyway, we won't get onto that. We won't get onto that, because that's an unnecessary dig, an unfair dig. Without
it's another good reason to fast forward through the Solo movies, so it plays at an exciting speed, and it makes the film finish quicker.
Let's not get into that chat again about our diametrically opposed views.
Yeah,
my 11th favorite Star Wars film.
God, that's generous.
But not a bad one.
The Ewok movies.
Anyway, right.
Anyway.
So anyway, we got onto they get onto Endor, and then Vader nips across to the Death Star to tell the Emperor. I think Luke's with them, by the way.
Yeah.
Really.
Strange, I've not felt this.
Strange, I've not felt it. He will come to me.
That is such a. I don't like the way that line's delivered. It's too.
It's a bit like
he will come to me. It's almost like he's like.
It sounds a bit
Swedish,
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Literally, like the Emperor tells it, "Yeah, go down there. He'll come to you. He will come to me." It's like, come on, baby, you're not that stupid, are you?
He told you that already.
You're not
Seriously.
thick.
You're meant to be a badass.
Yeah.
Sort it out. You're meant to be David's favourite character.
He is. He let himself down in that instance, I would say. But then we get on to... Actually, hang on, we're going to skip a few bits. Right? So, anything to say about the speeder scene? Anything you want to drop about that?
I don't know why, but I irrationally really like the fact that Luke takes one of them down by like chopping the front of his speeder off and sends him into
That's not irrational. That's pretty cool.
That's
really cool.
That is. I'm not being weird there. That's just insanely cool, isn't it?
It is cool
when he sparks up his saber, and you're like, yes.
It is strange that. Just thinking about how the fronts of those are made. No, as in like the aerodynamics of it, and the fact that causes it to go into a spin. But hey ho, I mean they're not. Well, how those things fly anyway, I have no idea.
You think it would probably just fall straight to the ground, wouldn't you? But
yeah,
wouldn't look nearly as good, would it? I know you've got issues with the jamming button that they.
Oh, the center switch. Jam this. Yeah. What's the point of that? Why would that ever be useful for themselves? Like, I tell you what, we've got 3 speeders here, and what we need to be able to do is from one speeder, we need to be able to jam the transmissions and the communications of the other 2 speeders, which is probably not even the 2 speeders either. It's probably in their helmets. What is that? Why do they even need to put that line in? Come on.
It is silly. It's very silly, isn't it? They've got no other way of contacting the base to warn them that the rebels are there. They have to physically get there. That's their only course of action now. Like everything else in Star Wars, no wireless communications. Physically moving objects from one place to another is the only method of communication.
We absolutely must. But but that's about it on speeders. And then obviously Leia gets to the point where they get separated. I tell you what, there is a weird thing there. There's a weird thing when Luke finds his way back to Han and Chewie and the rest of them, and the team and his team that he's assembled. And Mark Hamill, I don't know if it's the acting, the editing, or the direction, or whatever it might be. And literally, it's like, is Leia with you? Oh no, we thought she was you. And then Mark Hamill's like, he's like, we better go look for her.
Yeah,
he's like
you think?
Yeah.
He's like dropped 20 IQ points.
Yeah, it's like, guys, I've just had a revelation. We should go and look for her.
Really? Wow.
Although actually,
be the future of the universe.
if this was actually a military operation, there's a good chance right now we'd be like, sorry, mission
Collateral
guys.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strangely enough, we've lost someone. We do have a mission to continue on.
Yeah. We can't risk more lives.
Maybe we'll look for it later, but
maybe they're more like the Marines, like, no man left behind.
Well, there's that as well, but there's still a mission to do, right?
Well, yeah, but
I'm not sure how much fat they had in their project timeline, but
we didn't check the burn down chart.
No.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, we've got some key milestones to be hitting here. Our stakeholders are relying on us. We cannot be hunting around the forest for Leia.
Exactly. This is like a side quest, and we're sticking to the main quest.
Yeah, but it does conveniently allow her to befriend and
Wicket W. Warwick.
Wicket.
Yeah.
Again,
who's learned how to blink?
Ewoks learn how to blink. You're really bothered by that, aren't you?
It creeps me out so much. Really creeps me out. The black glassy eyes were fine. I didn't need to believe that it was a sentient eyeball that could look at you and blink and gives me the willies. It's awful. I'm actually getting my little goosebumps. You know what happens? All that's happening.
It is.
I don't like that.
And it's weird then that they captured the rest of them, and for some reason it's never really explained why they would think that 3PO was a god, a deity.
Yeah,
which obviously
more reference to religion.
Yeah, against his programming to impersonate a deity. Which well done to young Anakin for programming that in.
Yeah, you remember to include that bit of code in there. Like, I need this robot to help my mum out with chores. So got to make sure it knows how to make sure it speaks all the languages in case we get visitors to our slave house. It's got to be able to do the ironing, the cleaning, all that stuff. And it can't impersonate a deity. So important.
Or read the language of the Sith. It's not allowed to do that.
Yeah, it's illegal.
Without wiping its memory.
Yeah, without doing like a firmware upgrade.
Do you reckon when he turned into Vader, Anakin was like, fucking hell, I wish I'd not put that bit of code in 3PO. He'd be really handy right now.
It'd be so useful having him read all this ancient Sith for me.
I never learned how to read it. And 3PO could have just done it in...
yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Anyway,
right. So let's rewind a little bit because obviously I think we get to the point now where we got like storylines running in tandem. I think actually maybe no. Hang on. Let's get past the not past the Ewoks. Fucking hell. Let's get it done with.
I wish we could.
Yeah. So they then get captured because Chewie can't ignore his stomach. And we spoke about this a bit ago about his Chewie's actually a vegetarian because he's skinnier than every other Wookiee we meet ever again.
But no, he goes for the meat.
Yeah, but he goes for the meat because he's thinking with his stomach.
So the Ewoks are looking to capture food, I'm guessing. When they set those traps, they're trying to capture live food to eat. Well, we don't see any other life. What other animals? I don't know what the animal is that they're using as bait, but they're clearly hoping to attract quite a large animal to prey on that.
An Andorian rabbit or Endorian rabbit.
Andorian.
Cassian rabbit.
You're obsessed with Andor.
I just can't get it out. I can't get it out of my mind.
Oh.
Yeah. But no, he's
what they're looking for.
What are they looking for? It's a good question.
Yeah.
It's a very good question indeed. I think it's I don't know.
Well, it must mean lurking in those forests. Yeah, lurking in those forests must be some terrifying large animals that they eat.
I wonder if they're possibly like large animals when they just I don't know, like the actual filming, like it was all filmed in, was it Yosemite or something like that?
Those Redwoods, isn't it? California.
Is there actually Redwood? Is it actually Redwood National Park or something like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
Sure.
Okay. Right. I don't know. Probably should know that for talking about this film. I do know. I can't actually remember whether we covered this already or not. But you know about the days when it was too hot and all the Wookiees. Oh, I've given away another bit about my dream of what
Spoilers.
it should have been. The Ewoks, or walked off set because they said it was too hot. And it
right, yeah.
I think they were asking for like food and drink and stuff or whatever else, and they'll just bug off.
Just like basic needs.
Yeah, basically, like
we just want food and water
in a lot of heat.
Yeah, exactly.
While wearing a furry coat all day long.
Yeah, I don't think that's asking too much.
I don't think it's asking too much. Apparently, Carrie Fisher was very nice to Warwick Davis. Apparently, she used to give him treats.
Yeah, I mean, he was just a little kid, wasn't he? So it was sweet little friendship they struck up.
Absolutely, very nice indeed. But then, okay, so we got to, I can't remember where we got to there. So they got captured. They're about to get cooked because Ewoks
eat people.
Yeah, Ewoks do eat people. They would have done. They would have done all with because I mean they're not preparing a feast for 3PO and R2, are they?
No,
or 3PO. Because
it's in his honor, but I think they're all gonna eat them.
I do believe you are to be cooked as a meal in my honor. Yeah, and then Leia comes out. I don't know how Leia's managed to escape all this. What's special about her?
Well, yeah. Who's braided her hair and given her new clothes? Where have they come from?
Wherever she goes, she's always got handmaidens with her.
Do you think she's just just summons a handmaiden from somewhere?
Like
an Ewok.
I'm on Endor. Could you just get here as quickly as you can, please?
I need my emergency makeup kit, my hair braiding kit, and a couple of dresses just to tide me over till the party later.
Fitting dress. So she's there. She pleads. She does, and she's her pleas fall on deaf ears. I mean, this clearly don't give a shit what she thinks, and they don't give a shit what 3PO thinks until Luke levitates him.
They literally ignore their god's command to not kill his friends. So they are desperate to eat these people, aren't they? They must be starving. I think they're like, no, it's fine. Let's eat. Don't listen to God. We're going to eat them. Come on. We haven't had a meal for ages.
How many people is it going to feed as well? Like a village?
Well, it is. I mean, there is a village.
Well, I suppose I'm trying to think. Well, you got like lots of muscle, I guess. Quite a lot of kilos of muscle.
Yeah. They're stubby little chaps, aren't they? And chapesses. So they've got all this little baby furballs to feed as well. They want to taste man flesh.
I see. Okay. But anyway, they get out of it with a levitating 3PO. But then, so this leads us in then they go through all that stuff about telling the story and Solo, or Han Solo asked. I like that. I do quite like that scene. The bit where because it reminds me of talking to my wife, actually. I sound like Bernard Manning. Did I ever tell you about my wife? No, but like forever, like anyone who knows me, my wife and I, we love each other dearly. But
yes,
we have very frank conversations with each other about lots of things.
Nice.
Where it's like, oh, can you do that thing? And then I'm about to do it, and she's like, oh, can you also? And by the way, fucking let me do the first thing.
That's it. I think we've all been there.
Yeah.
I know. If I was 3PO, I'd just take my metal hand, ball it into a fist, and cave Solo's fucking face in. Who's doing that to me?
How easy I can chuck Jawas around.
Yeah. You see me lob corpses. Think what I could do to you, son.
Yeah.
Boom.
So yeah, I think I do like that bit. But then obviously we get into plot wise. I think we get into a far more crucial part of it where Luke and Leia are having a bit of a finwag.
Yeah.
And I think there's some weird things that come out of that for me, because the way Luke talks to Leia, it's like it's known. Like when he's asking about her mother, your real mother, it's like straight away he says, "Oh, your real mother." He's like, "Well, hang on a minute. When did we? Apart from the fact that we already know, we know as the audience that Leia is his sister. When did this thing about actual mum not being a real mum come in? We didn't know that.
Yeah,
did we?
Yeah, I mean, if it'd been a weird conversation for them to have had off camera, as it were. Like, oh, did you know I was adopted? You know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Either that or Luke saying it, and if he isn't supposed to know, why doesn't she say, oh, hang on, how'd you know that she wasn't my real mum?
Yeah. And
that is weird. But
why would anyone have told her about her real mum?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
She's supposed to be a secret.
Yeah. But even weirder that she has recollections of Padme somehow.
She's very beautiful. Very beautiful.
Yeah. But she was sad.
Yeah.
How'd you know that?
Obviously sad.
She died like 30 seconds after you were born.
That's right, though. She was sad. She died of sadness.
She died of sad. She was so sad she died after you were born.
As I think we've mentioned before, it came back. The autopsies come back, and death was diagnosed via the tracks of her tears.
I've got the coroner's report here. Records death by sadness.
Two comments. Two comments which we passed on to her now adopted daughter.
Yeah,
very beautiful.
That's how she knows.
But very sad.
So she died when I was very young. I saw the report, and that's all it said.
Yeah, but then when he does break the thing about the fact that they're siblings, and she says, "I've known. I somehow I've always known. How do you fuck?
Is that why you snogged him?
Yeah. Somehow I've always known. That's why I smacked you on the lips when you just nearly died at the hands of an ice monster,
a wampa.
Yeah.
Plus, there's that deleted scene from the start of Return of the Jedi where they snog again. Like, why'd you put that in the film where we find out the twist that they're twins? It's like they wanted to remind us of the incest, like the weirdness of it.
Somehow I've always known.
I always wonder.
No, you fucking haven't.
If George secretly fancied his half sister or stepsister or something, and it sort of came out in like a weird way, or one of the other directors.
Let's not get onto that.
Nah, let's not. Best not explored. George is a mate of ours.
The guy's like, I don't know. Really?
Okay.
I think George may have played a part in all that.
Yeah.
So
he's
anyway,
insisted.
And then when obviously he walks off, she's like, he's like, I've got to go and see Vader again. Oh, don't just go somewhere else.
Yeah, just fuck off.
And then the poor old Han comes out. It's like,
he's so jealous.
I can't speak to you.
Oh, you could tell Luke? Is that who you could tell?
Yeah. It's a classic thing, though, like double standards between men and women. Yeah. It's like he's just expected without question to console her. Bear in mind, he knows full well that this person she's just been sharing an intimate conversation with, that now apparently none of the details can be shared with him.
Yeah.
It's like, well, hang on a minute. I've been asleep for 3 years. Prior to that, I saw you having a physical moment with this person, and clearly you've got a deep attachment. So, if you don't mind, I'm going to press you for more details, rather than comfort you in your sadness when you will not give me a slightest inkling as to why you are sad.
That's it.
That's what love is, though, isn't it? It's never asking.
Oh, he's about to chuck it all away. And he goes, nah. And he goes walking off.
Yeah.
And then he hears her tears. He's like, you're just like your mother. Always sad.
Always sad. Come on, I better give you a hug. I don't want you dying on me.
Yeah. You got that rare genetic disorder in the Amidala family where the women die if they cry too much.
Oh, Amidala. Oh, Queenie.
Oh.
Queenie or Senator, whatever she is by the time. I don't know what's her rank when she dies. She's not. She's
mother.
Not. She's not the elect. She's not the elected royal anymore.
No, the elected royal.
So
I didn't vote for King Charles.
Don't get me started on that.
Oh, it's too
anyway.
political. Too political.
I'm not touching that hot potato. But anyway, so they now go. They're gonna go away. They have a little chat with the Ewoks, and Luke goes off to see Vader. I don't think we need to cover that scene because we covered that in our favorite character scene. Because we said I had obviously Vader as my favorite character, and we said with that scene.
Yeah,
for me,
it's the best scene in the whole of Star Wars, basically.
Let's not go that far, but it was a very good scene, certainly for Vader.
I go that far.
Oh, you're wrong.
How can opinion be wrong?
I don't know. For the purposes of the exercise, we're going to say it is.
Okay.
So we said it was a fantastic scene. They were heart to heart, and it's the kind of like, it's too late for me, son.
Like, yeah. A little peek behind the veil.
Oh, wow! You got me every time.
Sadness.
Too late for
Erect nipples all over the place.
Erect nipples all over the place. For anyone who doesn't have the context on that, just guess. Just guess. Or even better still, go back and listen to every episode we've ever made. Brilliant.
Yes.
Get on with it.
We're not going to tell you which episode we discuss it.
Yeah, if you like,
go do your research.
Erect nipples, you'll love everything else we do. So yeah. Anyway, they have that conversation, which we won't go into detail on because we've covered it well before.
Yeah.
But in the intervening period, they go and see the Emperor, right?
Yes.
Or in the following scene, should I say? I was going to say, the reason I said intervening period is because I was going to say something else, but now we'll get back to just do what they would do.
Okay.
And they go and see the Emperor.
Yeah.
And you got to say, like, I mean, if I was in Luke's shoes, I'd be shitting myself.
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine that? It's like he's had a few months of Jedi training. He's all right.
Yeah, it's good to go. He's just facing the leader of the entire galaxy.
Yeah. I mean, I am fairly certain the Praetorian Guards probably could have taken Luke at that point with his lightsaber.
Oh, yeah. Well, we've seen how good they are
in
The Mandalorian. I always suspected they were good. Well, we know. Well, like we said, Yoda dispatched them very easily, but Luke's nowhere near his level. I think he's going to struggle.
No.
But we were supposed to see him in action in that film. Did you know that?
Were we?
There's a whole arc that was cut out of that scene of I think his name's Jerjerrod. You know, the I need more men, that guy from the start of the film. The Imperial
Moff
dude.
Moff.
Yeah. Where he Vader goes to exactly. Vader goes to see the Emperor, and Jerjerrod, I'm sorry if I'm getting his name wrong, him and two of the Praetorian Guard actually stand up to Vader and say, no, you can't go in and see the Emperor. He's asked not to be disturbed or something like that. And there's a whole thing, and Vader actually force chokes Jerjerrod a bit, and the Praetorian Guard actually go to attack Vader, and then it kind of, I can't remember how it all resolves itself, but yeah, there's some pretty cool deleted scenes, and there's a whole thing of Jerjerrod being like in turmoil about whether to use the power of the Death Star again, and you know, there's a whole character arc they had for him that they cut it all out in the end. But we almost got to see Praetorian Guard in action. Well, but we don't. We just see them being dismissed. Leave us.
Leave us. And the weird purple guy. Who, by the way,
he's mates.
One of my figures is weird purple guy. Counts some. I guess they offer some sort of counsel to him or something. I mean, I cannot imagine anyone. I always think it's weird when he's got those people there. I was like,
yeah.
Does he listen to any of these people?
They like advisors. Yeah, because
right.
when you can see the future, do you really need advice?
I have seen it.
I would have thought they were like from his bridge club or something, and just like a seniors club for hanging out, and must be lonely up in that throne room.
Yeah, like you guys are retired, right? Do you want to just come and
like
chill
a
out?
Date.
Yeah, just come down to my work. Like we've got a decent coffee machine. Come down, fill your boots.
We've got a pool table out back. We could just hang.
Yeah. Got a Sith wayfinder around there. You can have a look at that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, check it out. Have a look.
Nice to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, that scene where he meets him, as in where Luke goes and meets the Emperor. Emperor. Your fate is your friends is yours. Again, I mean, that's pretty. It's all powerful stuff. I feel like that whole sort of set of scenes that feature the Emperor in the throne room. It's all really powerful stuff, and I don't think there's anything that's particularly. There's no fat in it, is there? I'm not, for my opinion, anyway. At least there's a few bits when I think Luke and Vader are fighting where you think maybe that's a bit much, a bit weird, but
yeah.
With the stuff where the Emperor is actually sort of goading Luke and just teasing the dark side out of him a little bit, it's really, I think it's brilliantly done. I don't think there's anything that they messed up there, really.
No, not really.
Oh,
well,
I sense hesitation in you.
I can't get over Luke using the Force to pull a lightsaber from 1 foot away. It's the stupidest thing. I can't get over it.
Faster than moving.
It's not faster because you see him holding his hand out for like an entire second whilst the lightsaber flies into it, and then he doesn't do a swift strike. He like lifts it all the way up here and ignites it first, and then does a giant haymaker blow. If he was trying to take him out, it was. I mean, he could have turned it on with the Force, or he could have just turned it on at the seat where Palpatine's sitting. Just turned it around and turned it straight on. There's zero chance Vader would have blocked that.
Like they do with Snoke.
Like how Snoke. Yeah, he could have done that easy.
Yeah,
so either he was never actually intending to kill him, or he's an idiot. But
it's a bit of both.
Maybe, but it's just the way it's framed is the worst thing for me. If they'd have kept the shot tight on Luke and we just sort of see the saber jerk into his hand, it would have been fine. But they do it in like a sort of I don't know the term, like a medium sort of distant shot where you can see the Emperor's chair and Luke clearly standing 1 foot away, and then we see him do his action where he's throwing his hand out to use. They also
from that as well, but you also get a view of the background as well, don't you? You get a view of the battle that's going on outside, the war.
Yeah, so it's like a wider shot as well, and that's what I mean is that wider shot exposes the silliness because you get a proper sense of the distance and scale between them. And I never understood why he doesn't just grab it. Why expend Force energy?
God, how much energy does that take to get a lightsaber 2 feet?
Well, I don't know how much he's got. We know Vader spunks his powers away. Maybe Luke doesn't have as much of a reserve to spunk away.
Maybe younger. Maybe he's got more stamina.
Could be squirt gone, and he's out. But so I got a problem with that. Even as a kid, I thought that's silly. Come on,
but that visual.
It looks cool. Okay, I'm not arguing.
When their lightsabers then clash, and then you've got
we're seeing it from
close up.
Face.
Yeah, on the Emperor's face, and he's like,
And it's like the laugh isn't quite coming out of his mouth. It's like it's
echoing.
Yeah. Oh, the cinematography is second to none. It's fantastic. But
while we're on that subject, do you know how old Ian McDiarmid was when they were filming that?
I know he was a young man. Yes.
Well,
is he 34?
A little bit older, 38. But bear in mind, for someone who was that old. Because he comes across as like a very, obviously a lot of it's prosthesis and whatever else, but he's comes across as a far older person. And I'd always assumed growing up that there was like a 60, 70-year-old person who played that role.
Well, that's I didn't find that out until after Phantom Menace came out, and that's why I was really confused that Ian McDiarmid was still an old man, and they didn't even look that old in Phantom Menace. I thought, well, how can that be the same actor that was the Emperor in 1983, and now in 1999 or whatever he's still not. You think he in his 80s or 90s by that point.
Mm.
So,
but the plan was with him,
young man,
to do a similar thing to David Prowse and James Earl Jones. Though the plan was to keep Clive Revill as the voice, but it was only because, but they changed their mind because they heard Ian McDiarmid speak or do his version of it, and they were like, "Oh, actually, no, that's very close and very good.
Yeah,
we may as well just keep that in." So basically, Clive Revill lost his job. And Ian McDiarmid has done very, very well from that since.
Yeah.
So, fair play to him.
That is the Emperor's voice, though.
Do you know how he achieves that voice? He uses a special technique, apparently, called Japanese stomach acting. I don't know how to do it myself. I've read a bit about it. I think it's to do basically you keep your stomach really tensed in, and it means that whatever you can basically whisper but still speak at the same volume. I don't know how to do it. I don't know. He's very good at it though, apparently.
But we're really good at it, and we don't have to do that.
What, speaking softly and loudly?
Well, no, just impersonating the Emperor. We can do spot-on impressions. I have foreseen it. See, no Japanese throat warbling for me.
Your faith in your friends is yours. 1 week, we're going to do a vote. We're going to put a Twitter poll out there that says, right, who does the best Palpatine?
That's a good idea. Let's do it. Let's have a Palpatine off.
We'll do a video. We'll stick it on Twitter this week. Quick poll. Which one of these is better? If you don't, this is a good opportunity as well. If you're still not following us on our socials, sort it out. We're now on YouTube as well. YouTube, the easiest of the lot, and it's taken us 2 months to sort it out. It's so easy to do.
Better late than never.
Absolutely,
we're a bit late to this social media game, though, aren't we?
Oh, we are. We're too old. Oh. We're born 10 years too early.
Too old to begin the social media.
There you go. That's the new tagline.
There you go.
Done. So okay. I've got another little fact about the Emperor's throne room while we're on that subject.
Go on then.
His chair apparently malfunctioned. So apparently there was a motor. It was motorized, so it's supposed to spin.
Yeah.
Or rotate. Spin suggests a slightly higher velocity. Rotate. Right. Get flung out of it. But apparently it didn't work. So he had to. Ian McDiarmid just had to shuffle his feet while they were filming. Put bits of tape on the floor so that he knew when to stop.
Oh, that's great. So it's the Flintstones approach to chair motion.
Basically,
nice.
Yes.
Oh, I like that.
I think there was just a bit. I don't know why they couldn't have just. I don't know. I just think. Well, I suppose they couldn't really have anyone sat next to him moving it because they'd have probably
on a piece of string, just yanking him.
Yeah,
but you will do that every time you get on a desk chair. The first thing you want to do is take it for a spin, don't you?
Yeah, this is not quite. It's not quite in the right position. Just need to shuffle.
Yeah, got to adjust the casters a bit.
Okay, but anyway, so while that's happening, and so we just got to the point where they just started their lightsaber battle, but we'll jump outside into space.
Oh, just like the movie.
Oh, we are. We're transitioning so effortlessly.
Segue.
And obviously the rebel fleet turns up and they're trying to scan. They can't get a reading. They can't get a reading because someone's jamming them. How do they jam it? They don't know we're coming. Well, they just get switched on all the time, Lando. Do you think of that? That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Just have it on.
Just be prudent.
Whoever's not an M2. Yeah, exactly.
Unless they know we're coming.
Well, no, maybe they just do it because they're
just good practice.
Funded.
Security in depth.
They're building a second Death Star. Do you think they might have a few quid?
Yeah.
Anyway, so
they learned some of their lessons from the first Death Star, but not all of them. Not the lesson about gaping holes.
No,
in the side of it.
What was it that did for us last time? Oh, it was that tiny hole that you could fire a torpedo there. Okay, we won't make a tiny hole anymore. Make a fucking massive one instead.
Yes.
So
they'll never get a torpedo through there because you've got to do turns and left and rights. Oh, that's fantastic. And it's the same size as the other hole, is it? Oh, no, this hole's much, much bigger. You could literally fly an aircraft or a spaceship in there. Right.
Or multiple. Multiple.
Multiple. But at least they can't just hit one thing at the middle and it blows the entire thing up. That's not going to happen again, is it? Because the guy that did that in the first Death Star, he's dead now. So there isn't like another fuse, another bit of subterfuge, a little. We're not doing that again.
Someone check the designs, please. Oh shit.
Oh, it's got Jyn Erso's name all over it. No, Galen Erso.
Galen Erso. Yeah, Jyn's or maybe. Ooh, I know because she.
Ooh,
I know
she's dead.
Ooh, we're not covered Rogue One, so I'm going to talk about that.
No.
Talk about what you want. Talk about whatever you'd like.
Hallowed ground. No, I have to do what I'm told.
No. And then it's a trap.
It's a trap.
Oh, Admiral Akbar. Love him.
The Mon Calamari cruiser.
Calamari.
That's so funny.
It's in
Mandalorian, wasn't it?
Mandalorian, didn't they? And
there's that love affair between one of them and another fish-looking thing. She's like, but we made peace with the calamari.
Calamari.
It's just these stoned out Californian hippies. Like, oh, what should we call this alien species? What you got there for your lunch? It's a plate of prawns. Oh, well, I mean, we could make them look like prawns. We can't call them prawns. What else are you eating? Oh, it's just some squid-based, octopusy type dish.
Right.
Yeah. Inspiration.
Calamari. A bit of calamari and some garlic mayo.
A bit of lemon juice squeezed on it.
Right. That's it.
Fresh black
End
pepper.
of episode. See you all next week, guys. I'm off to get a takeaway. I'm fine.